Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Happy Friday, the 28th of February. It's time for your Leeds versus West Bromwich Albion pre-match chat. Before we get into it, as is always the case, smash me a like, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. High-flying Leeds United are riding the crest of a wave and will be looking to claim a sixth, yes, you've heard that right, sixth consecutive championship victory after extending our unbeaten run to 16 championship matches when we beat Sheffield United. So beautifully so on Monday night. Of course, we welcome West Bromwich Albion, the Baggies, boing, 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 to Ellen Road for Saturday's fixture. They are fifth place and they'll be targeting back-to-back victories after getting the better of Oxford United in their most recent outing. Of course, new manager in situ now after Corbran went to Spain. Tony Mowbray. I'm a big fan of Tony Mowbray. He plays a good style of football. His team will come and want to try and have a go at Leeds United. We won't see what we saw with Carlos Corbran, and we remember that stinker down at the Hawthorns when it was 0-0. People calling for the manager's head at that point, only like 4 games into the season. It's a madness. But thank God the powers that be didn't listen, because Leeds are now sitting 5 points clear of Sheffield United in second and a massive 7 points clear of Burnley, who are in third place. And the best thing about it is we play first. Burnley don't even play because they're in the FA Cup. Well done to them. So we could extend that lead further as we play before them both, which massively puts the pressure on the others. If Leeds United pick up 3 points, that gap to Sheffield United goes up to 8. They must win. They play QPR. They cannot afford to drop points. And look, the odds, as they say on Hunger Games, are forever in our favour. Why? Because we're playing at home. And playing at home is massive for Leeds United, because we've won 13 of our previous 14 home league matches. We've scored 44 goals across 17 championship home matches, while only conceding 8. That's crazy. The numbers that we're putting up this season is insane. And I expect it to continue against the Baggies. Not least because the Baggies have struggled on their travels of late. You know, they've failed to win any of their previous 9 away league matches since November. That's not great. They've drawn 5 and lost 4. So Leeds United should be ready to go and ready to go from the off. Look, we've conceded first in the last 2 games and come back. I don't think that'll be the case this weekend. I think Leeds United will go for the jugular early doors. Baggies will want to come and have a go. And if they do, then of course they'll leave gaps in behind for, you know, our wingers to get in. And we know how dangerous they are. Solomon, James, Aronson buzzing about in there. Pirro, who is now joint top scorer with 15 goals in the league. He dovetails nice between 9 and 10 now. Who'd have thought it? You know, who'd have thought it? The thing is as well with West Brom, not only have they failed to win in their previous 9 league matches on the road, they've failed to score more than 1 goal in any of those 9 championship away games. And you know, if you're going to beat Leeds United, you need to be scoring 2s and 3s. So they're going to have their work coming out, you know, cut out, coming to Ellen Road, a team that are free scoring at the minute. You know, we have the second best defensive record in the division. If you look at the numbers a little bit deeper, you could argue that Leeds have the best defensive structure if you look at like touches in our box, etc. Of course, we've conceded more goals than Burnley, but as a structure, maybe we're better. Who knows? They do have a goal in goal. If we had James Trafford, I think we wouldn't have conceded any goals. It's not so wild to say that, man. I'm not even... No cap. So, yeah, look, West Brom, we should have too much for them. I think they're missing a few players as well. Jed Wallace, Josh Madger, they're dealing with injuries. And Josh Madger's their top scorer. Leeds United have Pirro obviously leading the line, looking to add to his 15 league goals that he's scored this season. I think the Leeds lineup will be relatively the same as we saw away at Sheffield United. The only change will be Joe Rothwell should come in for Gruev. So you'll be looking at Meslier, Bogle. Hopefully Bogle doesn't get another yellow, by the way, because he's close to that suspension. And And we don't want that because Jayden Bogle's easily the best right back in the league. Centre-backs, Rodon and Strauch. I mean, Rodon, yeah, he's not getting as much flowers. A few people have mentioned it in the right. Joe Rodon's been imperious these last few weeks. Strauch back, he's good. I thought he was good as well. And obviously, we know he's a massive goal threat from set pieces. Set pieces, coincidentally, might be a bit of an issue. Obviously, they have the likes of Ajayi, who is a doubt. But if Ajayi doesn't play, then Bartley's back from his suspension. They have some giants in there. So that will be tough. But Jed Wallace not delivering the ball, that's a feather in our cap. But they have the likes of Mowat, etc. We know Mowat from his time at Leeds likes to hit them and can deliver across. So the rest of the back line will be Firpo, easily the best left back in the division. In midfield, Joe Rothwell, Tanaka, which I think now, even myself included, is everyone's preferred midfield too, with Ampadu out now probably for the season. He may be back after the international break. Farker and Leeds have said we're not going to send him for surgery, so we give him that opportunity, and I hope he is here for the running. Hopefully we might have the league sewn up by then. We'll see, won't we? Can you imagine we win though and Sheffield United lose against QPR? 8 points over second, 10 points soon come. Remember, they laughed at me. Well, you're not laughing now, are you? So the midfield two will be Rothwell and Gruev. Then you'll have Solomon, Aronson, James, and up front, obviously, Joel Pirro. Now, we go into this fixture, carrying significant, huge momentum into this game after winning 5 consecutive league games. With that in mind and the form that we're in and where we're playing, I can only see a win for Leeds United. I can only see 3 points staying at Ellen Road and Leeds increasing their lead before Sheffield United play at 3 o'clock. And of course, we've won 13 of the last 14 championship home matches. West Brom have not been travelling well. I actually think we might get back to clean sheet territory as well. I'm hopeful that we will. I could see Leeds United picking up a clean sheet and scoring a few goals, if I'm honest. So I am going to go, it's a toss-up really, between 3-1 and 3-0. But I fancy us to get back amongst the clean sheets. So with that in mind, I'm going to go for a 3-0 Leeds United win. And we move on then. We've come through Sheffield United, Sunderland, West Brom, Coventry away. We then go into some favourable fixtures for Leeds United, you would argue. We play Portsmouth, we play Millwall, we play QPR. On paper, they're favourable. They're the probably ones that we might come unstuck. We owe Millwall one. We owe Portsmouth one. And we owe QPR one. So let's hope retribution is on hand. But first of all, I don't mind West Brom. I really like Tony Mowbray. Few players within the side I rate as well. But I do just think we'll have too much for them. So Leeds United 3, West Brom 0. Make sure you join me for a double watch along tomorrow as well, Saturday morning. Leeds West Brom, followed by QPR Sheffield United, the hardest working man. And the YouTube game is back, and I'll see you in a bit. I love you all, man. Thanks for subscribing, following, and all that jazz. Peace out. Leeds is Leeds.